All right, so I wish Brad wishes he was on the time because I thought boats might have been late, but I wasn't right on the watch either. So who am I saying? But the camera says a little bit off the start there. Okay. There's Adrian. We got one more boat over here. Okay. All right, so not going to be surprised if we have a longer starboard lift. But you know what? That does not look bad at all. In fact, the guys to leeward are actually lifting out more on starboard down at the pin end of the line. They're getting their bow out. Boy, it wouldn't take much of a lefty, even a little squareness, to get them to tack. So what's that, 50 over there? Looking pretty good, a blue boat. I'll tell you, it also, for that same reason, it wouldn't take me much to tack. I got, if I look like I'm in a puff and the people on my windward hip to windward but behind, they're in a little lull, man, I'm going to take that puff for you. It don't have to be a header, just a little puff on your side. Get you across. So I think 50 may have missed the time. But let's see, they're tacking now, all right? And let's see how they do here. They are on port and looks like they do have the dip. You know, if they had tacked about 8 boat lengths sooner, I think they would have made the crossing, these guys. We'll see. All right, first boat around, still doesn't have that chute up. Sometimes you got to wiggle out that sheet, you know. It's just snagged on things, so kind of, I call it wiggling. Anyway, and then I don't think the breeze is so light that they really should have to heat it up, but the bottom line is that chute is not up and around. It's still being blanketed by the mainsail. And heck, they only shoot up, so it'd be nice to make that work for them. All right, Now 67's got their chute up. The red boat here, 69, I think that is. The chute was kind of up, but again, it's being blanketed by the main. Get it around. Get it around, get some air into it, and then you can bring it back down again. Still having trouble with that boat there, that red boat. Ka-ching. It's working. All right, that took a bit of effort, and when you get it flying now, we do want to drive down a bit. Our gates are right here, not very far from us, but it's a twice-around course. Okay, so only on the third beat will there be a very shorty. Okay, I mentioned this on Tuesday night that it's tough if your jib is dragging the water, that would be slower. Okay, 59's got a little bit in there, but not, all right, the walkie-talkie's working. They heard me. Ears are burning. 59 takes care of their jib. It wasn't dragging that bad. They were fishing for the top fish. Okay, and they are actually going quick now, but it has nothing to do with the jib. Yeah, it's enough breeze to sail a straighter course down. So there's not the angles, and angles bring confusion because you never know how much to heat it up. Is a distance sail worth the speed you gain? All right, so these guys are doing a good job of just taking the breeze down to the gates. We like that. The boats in the back of the fleet there, they are really, they got a good pop, and they should be a 63. Come on, drive down. Come join the party down here. Okay, same thing with 71. All right, you have the puff, drive it down. Just no reason to be reaching in this much air. Okay, all right, let's catch a jibe here. Or is it a jibe or is it a takedown? It is a windward takedown. Okay, why? Okay, I would have, are you kidding me? I would have pushed that, baby. All right, we're still not anywhere near the 3 boat length circle. I mean, here's a white boat that has a chance to maybe gain. Hello? Okay. Why? I need redressed? I'm not dressed nice enough? Oh, okay. I take things so personally. Okay, so, yeah, I think 67, both those boats could have rode that spinnaker a little bit longer. Okay, let's see what your crew is made of, you know? It wasn't white capping or anything. All right, so 59's around first. Not too bad of a turn, okay? Not too bad a job of trimming to the turn. meaning that when you're beam reaching, the sail's set for beam reach. It's not out luffing, it's not over trimmed. Very difficult thing to do rounding a buoy. And the 65 was a little bit late on the beginning of the trim. And we're not in a position to see how close those roundings are. Okay, 53, we want to wait. You're trying to round a little too soon. Okay, remember, if the jib is in tight and your main is out, that's going to bear you off, and you're trying to head up. So I think a little bit of that happened with the 53 horse there. Okay, 67. I think it was a good time to tack tactically, but the wind really didn't have much of a right. So in the absence of other boats, I'm 67. I don't tack there. If I'm the lead and I want to protect my lead, I do tack there. So let's see how it works. I mean, he can lose a boat. But 59 actually was already ahead of them in the first place. 53 is basically following 67. So when we look at it as a defensive move, playing defense, 67 is a good place for them to tack. Okay, if the bow's down, but 65 doesn't tack, well, you might as well push 65 out to the corner of the course. Right, that's tactics for you. All right, 65 missed an opportunity with a little bit of a knock and a puff to tack, and I think 67 is going to gain back. Now, granted, 67 was already ahead of that boat, but here comes 53. Is there only a couple people in that boat? Is that Jim? Well, get it flatter anyway. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. Helicopter overhead. Yellow. All right, once again, there's dock water, more dock water on the right side of this race course than the left. All right, but the top of the fleet is already on the left side of the race course, so they're racing among themselves in that section of the race course. Okay, the only guy that could get right is this 59 horse. All right, and I think if I was them, I'd keep going a little bit further, and I'm praying for that knock. Give me the knock, baby. The second my bow comes down, I decide to tack it instead. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if 59 can make a gain. All right. Of course, the fleet is already spread out. Tough rounding for the 70 boat. Okay. You know, you'd like to be wide and uptight when there's no one else around you. When there are boats that you have to watch out for, then of course we have to be more kind of even coming in, even coming out. All right. So that's Paula. Okay, so Paula Thorsland is 59. Okay. All right. But 69 is second. I think we know who that is now. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at Jonathan Austin, 55. Okay. Let's see if he flies a kite a little bit longer than some of his competitors are doing. Okay, he's pretty much got an overlap with 69 if 69 went to the other gate. Okay, so I think Jonathan did a good job waiting. Maybe it was only 10 seconds longer than 69, but I think it gave him free rein to his left gate. And you know what? I'm thinking that they were square last run. So let's see if they're nice and square here. Yeah, if anything, it seems like the left gate, as we look at it now, wind may be a little bit more upwind. Okay. Hey, this is the third beat. Okay, 59. Where you going? The finish is here. Tack. Okay. If you don't tack now and you get lifted, you can't use the lift. All right, 55, good job. I'm not saying he can, get the bullet here, but who's 55? Is that Tom? No, I can't.
That's Jonathan Austin.
Oh, that's right, you're Jonathan. Me too. Okay, so Jonathan did a good job of tacking to the finish line. Okay, he can make a play on 69 now. 59 seems like they're driving down, and you don't need to do that. Okay, now. I understand the goal, of why you might be footing to drive over the top, but the finish is here, and you're going away from the finish. All right. Wow. And that's just pure boat speed now. So if you bear off into a position of where you're getting lee bowed, you know, heck, wow. Anyway, 59 looked like you're footing down. I wouldn't have done that. If you were on a header, well, why not tack? Finish here at the boat. So that's 55. It's a shame. 59 never should have lost that lead. Okay, but you got to give Jonathan credit for sailing his boat very fast. 65 is third. Okay. 69, they rounded in second. Went to the other gate. I thought they were square, but ooh, this is tight. And the answer is outside. Okay, that was 69, 67. Outside, inside. Okay.
Yeah.
We'd prefer if you didn't ask how you finish while we're finishing boats. It's not a big deal now because there's a little bit of space. Okay. Again, did 53 travel further than he needed to? Did 62 catch up a little because of that? So when you have a very short beat like this third one is to the finish, you don't need to go very far before you're on the corner of the course. Okay, so that was 53 and now 62. All right, you can see we've got a big fleet, but they're quite spread out. If you're just not you're not having a good race of it, and something went wrong or whatever, and you're that far behind, like the boat up here, 60, we'll give you your finish. I know you want to finish the race, but if you come back down here, we'll give you a finish, and then we just get the next race off. So that's what we'll do with 60. When they come downwind, we'll ask them to stop their race. We'll give you your finish because, they haven't got around the weather mark yet, and everybody else is, on the third beat.